How would you feel if someone else used your girlfriend for his interests? And how would you treat your girlfriend if you found out? Today's movie explanation will be about a story where the heroine falls into a love triangle. Sit down and enjoy today's movie explanation without delay. 1 month after his breakup with Tessa, Harden harshly dismisses a homeless man who tries to ask him a question. Meanwhile, Tessa begins an internship at Vance Publishing. On her first day, she swears at a man in the elevator, explaining that she's just nervous because it's her first day. The man, Trevor, works there too. The boss's secretary, Kimberly, welcomes Tessa and shows her around the intern's messy office, saying no one lasts long, but she feels Tessa will stay. Tessa works through the night, falling asleep at her desk. In the morning, her boss, Vance, finds her and is impressed that she read and reviewed 3 books overnight. He abruptly takes her along to a publishing conference without letting her prepare. In the van, Trevor suggests she come to work freshly showered and dressed daily. At the hotel for the conference, Vance secures Tessa a room and sends her shopping with Kimberly. Preparing for the evening party, Kimberly reveals she and Vance are more than co-workers. Ever since his wife died, Tessa is surprised at how eventful her first day has been, and Kimberly says Harden told them she'd be great for the company. Tessa leaves town. Meanwhile, Harden goes to a party. At his friend's urging, Molly tries to flirt with him, but he harshly pushes her away and leaves after getting a drunken call from Tessa. On the call, Tessa says she has been looking for Harden, but he is not around and hasn't contacted her. Harden insists he has messaged her a lot, but she didn't reply. Tessa then goes to a hotel room with Trevor, where she spills wine on his clothes. She offers to wash them to avoid staining. Harden uses her location to find the hotel. When he enters the room, he finds a shirtless Trevor and throws him out. Tessa gets angry that Harden assumes every guy's hitting on her, but Harden doesn't understand. Drunk, Tessa hits on Harden, and they sleep together. In the morning, Kimberly calls Tessa to get ready in 5 minutes. When Harden wakes up, Tessa says she was drunk, and their night together meant nothing. During their argument, Tessa accidentally reveals she kissed someone, infuriating Harden, who then claims he slept with Molly too. Tessa leaves to meet her team downstairs and apologizes to Trevor for the prior night. Trevor says he would have reacted like Harden. Through Trevor, Tessa learns Harden worked at Vance Publishing previously in her same role, which is how he and Trevor know each other. Vance praises the team because Mr. Zhang has agreed to a huge investment. Meanwhile, Harden asks his stepbrother for advice, but he also thinks Harden messed up. One day, Harden tells Tessa he is going to London alone, though he has wanted to go with her. At the office, Trevor surprises Tessa by wishing her happy holidays and an early birthday. He shows her a cost analysis, revealing it would be cheaper for her to buy a car than continue using rideshare. Trevor even found a specific car for her. Tessa happily hugs him and later purchases the recommended car. She learns from Harden's brother that Harden went to London. At their apartment, Tessa finds a birthday gift from Harden. Harden suddenly arrives with his mother, who is thrilled, mistakenly thinking they are still together in private. Harden explains he couldn't tell his mom they broke up and asks Tessa to pretend temporarily for Tessa's birthday. His mom convinces her to stay over. They talk late into the night, and she shows Tessa Harden's childhood photo. Harden and Tessa reconcile in their room. In the morning, Tessa visits her mom and runs into her ex Noah, who came hoping to see her. Noah accidentally mentions her father, though Tessa knows nothing. On a call from Tessa's mom, Tessa overhears that her dad tried visiting, but her mom rejected him. Furious, Tessa returns to Harden. That night, she learns of Harden's childhood trauma, witnessing his mom's assault over his dad's debts. Harden's mom reveals he saw therapy but later self-medicated with alcohol. Harden's nightmares ended when he started dating Tessa, who made him happy. When Harden wakes up one day, he gives Tessa another gift, explaining that he wants to see her reaction. This time, he tells her the gift represents her perfect day, where she can choose anything she wants, and he will go along without complaint. They spend the day together. They leave the yoga classes and go to take a shower, where she gets Kimberly's call. She says Vance is sick, so she has to go care for him, and would appreciate if Harden and Tessa could watch her son. They agree and enjoy their time with the boy. When Kimberly returns, she thanks them and tells Harden that Tessa brings out the best in him. Later at the office, Harden gives Tessa an early Christmas present and asks for a second chance in their relationship, which she accepts. Trish, Harden's mother, receives a call from Harden's estranged father, who invites her and Harden and Tessa to a Christmas party. She agrees they will attend. At the party, it's still difficult for Harden to see his father, who seems to be talking and laughing normally with friends, angering Harden after getting drunk. Harden confronts his father about leaving them after the incident when they needed him most. His father admits his guilt, but says it's been so long that he assumed they moved on. Furious, Harden hits his father. Trish storms off, saying she chose to forgive her ex-husband and move on, and Harden's resentment will only drag him down and hurt Tessa too. When they return home, Tessa goes for a walk while Harden takes out his anger on a lamp. The next day at work, Tessa tells Trevor about her argument with Harden's father. Over lunch, Trevor shares that his sister struggled with addiction, and he doesn't think Tessa's relationship with Harden will end well. Tessa disagrees. Trevor also mentions he's transferring to their saddle office, while Harden wants to go to a frat party, but doesn't want to leave Tessa alone. Tessa decides to join Harden at the party. At the party, a drunk Tessa challenges Molly to truth or dare. After Molly mocks their relationship, Tessa attacks Molly, and they fight with Tessa, gaining the upper hand until Harden intervenes. After being intimate, Tessa goes to the bathroom, and Harden sees a text on her phone suggesting she and Trevor will enjoy Seattle. Thinking Tessa cheated, Harden storms off. Tessa follows upon coming down the stairs. She also sees Harden telling a girl to keep a secret, thinking Harden has cheated on her, and kissing someone else to anger Harden. They argue with Harden, insisting he's done nothing wrong before going home. Separately, Tessa messages an apology, but Harden's phone is off. After charging his phone and calling Tessa, she crashes her car while trying to answer. Harden arrives at the accident scene, but the ambulance has already left. When Harden calls Tessa's phone, Trevor answers and suggests Harden leave Tessa alone. Harden blames himself for the accident and avoids Tessa, but his mother persuades Tessa that he should follow his heart. At a farewell party for Vance at Tessa's office, Vance proposes to Kimberly. Trevor confesses to Tessa about his conversation with Harden, hinting he has more to tell her when he returns. Shortly, as Trevor departs, Tessa spots Harden upstairs. Despite some arguing, Tessa agrees to date Harden again. Later, they encounter a homeless man who turns out to be Tessa's estranged father.